Well guys, here's part 2 of the Exploder strategies with the GDI tank rush. Now where we left off, I just finished a massive battle between me and the enemy. The enemy was attacking my base, which you can see now, and I won. How did I win exactly? Well, as usual, I used the full effect of base defences. Anyway, here we are. We've got Jeffrey, who's our purple screen for this episode. He's forming up units down there in the south of his base. Thing it's about Jeffrey's strategy. He's just making loads and loads of infantry and loads of vehicles, and then sending them out in massive waves. Most of the time this doesn't really work, but let's see if it works for Jeffrey. He's even starting to build a base right near my base to the middle north, and I didn't really know about that until I started my main attack on his bases. And here they go. Now before they're going to run towards my base, they are going to first form up and meet up with each other. Then we're all going to go in one massive wave and see if they can take out my base defences this time. Let's see if they succeed. I doubt it, but that's just me. And automatically my sonic emitter comes into play, wipes most of them out, and my other base defences come into play as well. Start attacking. Even another sonic emitter, which I have in another place, is even helping me out here. You can see the enemy's trying its best to pierce through my base defences, but sadly it's just not enough to take them out. And my first two of many predator tanks have been unleashed. Now, as you can see, I'm starting to make all the predator tanks. Now I only have 2 war factories up and running, but they are continuously making tank after tank after tank, which is what you need to do if you want to pull off this strategy properly. Now, if you didn't hear what I said in part 1, my next video is going to be another random battle, but it's up to you fans to decide what strategy I should use for that video. So leave your comments, and well, I'll see if I can do that strategy in that random battle. Oh no, it's blacked out again, guys. Don't worry, it will come back in a little bit. Little tune there. Doesn't really work, but what the hell. And we're back. Okay. as you can see now, that's his base, practically right near my base. He's forming even more units now, so they're going to be very annoying. While that's happening, my Predator tanks at that moment start to attack his little base up there. And as soon as I see enemy units, I'm thinking, oh crap. Because most of his units were infantry, I wasn't really worrying. And then he had some vehicles, but I still wasn't worrying. And then he summons an ion storm. That's when I started to worry a little bit. Now I bring my Predator tanks back in order to wheel the enemies in a little bit, and this is why I took my Predator tanks back, so that my base defences could take out most of that enemy army. And as you can see with the sonic emitters, that's done with ease. And the army is completely decimated once again. And so I send out my Predator tanks once again to just check if there are any more units, and so that I can get rid of those unit producing buildings that are right near my base. And here we go. The thing is, Predator tanks on their own are actually quite powerful, but they can get easily destroyed if they are on their own. But if you do have a number of Predator tanks attacking a single building or a single army, then that army can be taken down with so much ease, as you can see right now. Predator tanks are normally just good against buildings and vehicles, but you can use them against units. Just make sure, if you are using them against units, you make sure you do have a good number of them. If you don't have a good number of them when you're going against units, your Predator tanks are only going to go after the units one by one, and so it will take a while. And you see Jeffrey's little base near my little base has completely been decimated as I move towards one of his other bases. One by one, these enemies are getting completely decimated, as you can see. And the buildings are being completely destroyed as well. See, this is a good strategy to use against your opponent if you just want to rub it in their face with millions of units. But you still got to be careful, because chances are your enemy's going to be smarter than this one. and that's practically his second base completely wiped out. Now guys, we're heading to the end of part 2. If you keep watching this strategy, I will see you guys in the concluding part, in part 3. See you then guys.